I'm Sunitha Rao, and I am a local investor in Indianapolis, Indiana. I wasn't always a local investor. I moved here from Boston 2 years ago so that I can invest more efficiently in this market after starting as a long-distance investor. I'm also a full-time finance professional and a former Olympian. I have a whole story around how much I love real estate, how much I love BiggerPockets, and how much I love money. Why do I like real estate? I think at the core of it, I just really love houses. I have been like this for years. Even when I was super young, I would love to look at houses. As soon as I got old enough to maybe buy a house, I was already walking through new builds to see the decor, to see the options. I really love the concept of the opportunity of moving into a new home. People get to build a life. They get to build memories. They get to build things that they will never ever forget within a home. And I really like being a part of that process. So the ability to earn an income while doing something that I love, it seems like the absolute best opportunity. Even to this day, my love for houses still continues. It's one of my favorite things to do. It doesn't matter where I am in the country, sometimes the world. I love to go on walks to look at homes with my friends. We like to call it house porn, and you know you like it too. I bought this duplex when I was still living in Boston, and it has been so good to me. So I'm really excited to share this story with you, and I'm really excited to share this home with you. Come inside. I found this deal through the agent I had at the time. This house was found by another set of investors he represented and was sold to me as part of a package deal with another single family home. So I purchased this house with conventional investor financing at $185,000. I put 20% down. The really cool part, well, one of a couple really cool parts, is the fact that I got another house and a whole another single family home along with the purchase of this home for free. Not basically for free, literally for free. I got that other house on a land contract. It's currently worth about, it appraised at about $120,000. At the time, I purchased it for $60,000. So I bought this house for $185,000, that house for no money down for $60,000. This duplex rents for about $2,400, maybe a little bit more. And that one rents for about $1,100. So for about $240K in assets, I've got about $3,500K coming in, and I only put down maybe $30,000 to $40,000 to get this duplex. If that's not a screaming deal, I don't know what is. Almost 3 years ago was when I started investing, when I actually started purchasing the properties, but this journey started before then. It took me about 2 years to get to the point where I felt comfortable with the knowledge that I gained and where I felt like I was ready to start buying houses. The whole mental shift and the life shift, though, in this journey has been huge. I can say that my life and who I am is nothing close to who I was when I started. When I first looked at investing, I just wanted a way to better my financial future in a way that was separate from my boss, from my work, from my company. I was thinking maybe making a little extra money on the side. I was thinking, hey, maybe I don't have to pay thousands of dollars in rent in Boston. Maybe I can just do a little bit to help myself. Then I realized what was possible. And there was no stopping me then. I got the bug. It is this journey, this entire life, it's an addiction. In the last 3 years since I started, everything has changed. I was living in Boston. I was commuting an hour and a half or so each way to my job, etc. I had all of my friends from college who were pretty much doing the same thing. And fast forward to 2021, I now live in like the middle of the country. I'm no longer on the East Coast. I live in a completely different part of the country. Most of my close friends now are all also real estate investors. They understand the highs and the lows, you know, they understand the thrill of the hunt when you finally acquire a property after months of looking for it and dealing with the sellers, trying to figure things out with the bank, all of that fun stuff. So they understand that part. Then they understand all the kicks in the mouth that you take when your tenants aren't very kind, or when your house is in rebellion and just breaking down around you, and all of those pieces, you know? So going from zero to where I am now, 3 years later with 9 doors, all built on the discretionary single income that I bring in, it's been such a journey, and one that I am so grateful for, because it has made, while it has been tough, it has made my life so much better. In the last 3 years of investing, I've talked to a lot of investors. I've lived in this world, and there are a couple things that I have learned and things that I consider to be very important for anyone who is starting or trying to grow their portfolio. The first of these is to play to your strengths. When I was in Boston, I would talk to a few coworkers about what I was doing, not too many. People would always underestimate what they brought to the table and not realize the power of their unique strengths, even when it had nothing to do with real estate. So look at what you're good at. It could be telling a story. It could be making friends. It could be something that you think has absolutely nothing to do with growing your portfolio, and find a way to make it about growing your portfolio. The second thing I would add would be to not be afraid to do things your way. There's a lot of money at stake here, and it is very stressful, and sometimes it is hard to pull the trigger, and you have all these people around you who seem so smart, who know what they're doing, who sound like experts. Clearly they know better. Clearly they must know something you don't. Clearly, maybe just following what they are telling you to do is the best thing to do. But no, do not. At the end of the day, only you are going to reap the benefits and the consequences of the decisions that you make. And if you know what fits right for you, you will make the best decisions and ones that will bring you peace. The third thing, always remember that there's more than one way to skin a cat. People are going to say, oh, you have to do X, Y, and Z. You're going to think, oh, I have to do it X, Y, and Z. You think that there is a pre-described kind of formula for how to get success, or for how to close on a property, for how to make money on a property, but that's not the case. You have to be willing to throw out the rule book, not the ethical rule book, but the normal rule book about how things are supposed to be done. Be able to build a new way of doing things that works, and go with that, and know that that is A-okay. My name is Sunitha Rao. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and nope, we're starting over. My name is Sunitha Rao. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story today. I used to feel bad because I felt like I never knew what I was doing in this business, but then I learned no one else does either. So don't let that stop you, and go after it. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story.